Take a slow breath in and let it go. There is nothing you need to do tonight. Nothing waiting to be solved. Nothing that needs your attention. The day is finished, and you have stepped into a quieter world. Tonight, you're the keeper of a lighthouse at the edge of a quiet sea. The sun is lowering toward the horizon, brushing the sky with soft gold and pale peach. The ocean below reflects the fading light like rippled glass. Long, slow waves roll toward the rocky cliffs, rising and falling with steady patience. The lighthouse stands behind you, white stone rounded and sturdy against the wind. The walls still hold a trace of warmth from the day's sun. Attached to the tower is the small keeper's cottage, simple and welcoming, its windows glowing faintly in the early evening light. This is your home. You have lived here long enough that the sounds of this place feel familiar and steady. The wind through the tall grasses, the distant cry of seabirds, the hush of water meeting stone far below. Evening is settling, and it is time to begin your gentle routine. You step inside the lighthouse tower. The wooden door closes softly behind you, and the air inside carries the faint scent of salt, oil, and old wood. A narrow spiral staircase curves upward, winding toward the lantern room at the top. You place your hand on the smooth railing and begin to climb. One step, then another. Your footsteps echo lightly against the curved stone walls. Small windows are set into the tower at intervals, and as you pass each one, the fading sunlight slips in across the steps in quiet golden bands. Dust floats in the light. The sky beyond the windows shifts slowly from gold to lavender. You are in no hurry. You have walked these steps countless times. The climb feels steady and familiar, as natural as breathing. At last, you reach the top and step into the lantern room. Glass panels curve all around you, revealing the wide stretch of sea and sky. The great lamp rests at the center, brass fittings polished smooth by years of careful hands. You begin your preparations. First, you check the oil reservoir. There's enough for the night, but you top it off anyway. Pouring carefully and listening to the soft, steady sound as the oil settles into place. Then you polish the glass panes. With a clean cloth, you move in slow circles, clearing away the faint mist left by sea spray. Outside, the sun lowers until only its rim remains visible. The horizon glows, and then the sun slips below it. The sky deepens into indigo. You strike a match. The small flame flares gently, bright and brief. You bring it to the wick, and the lamp catches with a quiet glow that grows warmer by the second. The mechanism begins its slow rotation. A beam of light sweeps across the darkening sea, then continues, then returns again, steady, reliable, calm. You stand for a moment, watching the rhythm of it. The beam glides over the water in patient arcs, offering guidance to any distant vessel that might pass in the night. Everything is working as it should. You descend the staircase slowly, your hand gliding along the railing. Outside, night has fully settled. The moon has risen, silver and luminous, casting a soft glow across the cliffs and grasses. You take your lantern and step onto the path that circles the lighthouse. Gravel crunches gently beneath your boots. The wind moves through the tall grass in long, whispering waves. Below, the sea breathes against the rocks, its steady rhythm rising and falling like a sleeping giant. You follow the narrow path to a wooden bench at the cliff's edge and sit down. The wood is cool and solid beneath you. Far out on the horizon, you notice another lighthouse blinking faintly along the coastline. A distant companion, sending its own quiet message into the dark. Above you, your lighthouse beam passes again, sweeping over the water before continuing its endless circuit. You sit for a long while, listening. The wind, the tide, the slow turning of the light above. The world feels vast and gentle at the same time. Eventually, you rise and make your way back toward the cottage. Inside, the air feels warmer, holding the faint scent of wood smoke and salt. You hang your coat by the door and move toward the cast iron stove in the corner. The embers glow softly within. You kneel and stir them, coaxing the warmth back to life. A small piece of wood is added, and soon a gentle flame begins to flicker, casting moving light across the wooden walls. You place a kettle on top of the stove and listen as the water slowly begins to warm. The room is simple and comforting. A wooden table near the window, a narrow bookshelf lined with well-worn volumes, a thick rug beneath your feet, and a deep armchair positioned perfectly to face the fire. When the kettle begins to hum softly, you rise and pour the hot water into a waiting cup. Steam curls upward in delicate spirals. You carry the cup to the armchair and settle into its familiar shape. The warmth of the tea spreads through your hands. The fire crackles softly. Outside, the ocean continues its steady rhythm. You open a book and read a few pages. The words are gentle and unhurried. You turn each page slowly, letting the quiet settle deeper around you. Time passes without notice. Eventually, you close the book and rest it on the small table beside you. The fire has burned down to a comfortable glow. Shadows move lazily along the ceiling as the flames shift and settle. You step outside once more before sleep. The air is cooler now, crisp and clean. Stars fill the sky in endless patterns. The moon hangs high above, bathing the cliffs in silver light. The lighthouse beam continues its steady sweep, a guardian in the dark. You breathe deeply, filling your lungs with the scent of salt and night air. Far below, the sea rolls gently against the rocks, patient and unchanging. There is comfort in this rhythm. You return inside and bank the fire carefully, ensuring it will last through the night. The cottage grows quieter as the flames soften. In the small bedroom tucked beside the tower, you prepare for rest. Thick blankets wait on the narrow bed. The mattress welcomes you as you lie down, the pillow cool and soft beneath your head. Above you, the lighthouse continues its patient turning, light sweeping across the water, returning, sweeping again. The sound of the ocean rises and falls in steady cadence. The wind brushes lightly against stone walls. The world outside remains calm and watchful. And here, inside, you are warm, safe, at ease. The beam continues its slow rotation. The sea continues its quiet breathing, and you drift gently with that rhythm, floating on the steady tide of night, sinking deeper into rest with every passing moment. The lighthouse stands, the ocean moves, the night stretches wide and peaceful around you, and you sleep.